Hello guys, my name is Nikita Botoma, and I remember we was talking about yoga, about Hatha yoga, and in my last lecture, in my last talking, I have told you that Hatha yoga is very important to understand kind of yoga, because in their very simple appearance, it reveals very strange and deep results. And I have said that the poses of yoga is related to our gods, which was lizard-shaped creatures. That is why their metabolism was different from ours, and they moving was different from ours, and that is why their poses which specifically devoted to concentration, to flowing energy inside their bodies. So their poses are quite different from all poses which we are shaping, which we are accepting in our life. What was our poses? It's I am sitting on the chair at the first pose. I am lying in the bed, the second. I stand up straight is the third. I'm walking is the fourth. I'm running is the fifth, and I'm swimming at the sixth pose. It is all. And remember that the very famous guru of all mankind, Georgy Gurdjieff, had said that every pose related to the special pose related to the special thoughts. So the special thoughts related to special pose. So when I am sitting and in that shape, I'm sitting on the chair and probably hug my head and keep my head like this, hold my head around my fingers, and this pose denotes that I'm in thoughts, I'm deep in my thoughts, and that pose is helping me to think. And when I need to think, I am in a strange way accepting a setting in this pose, because I am holding the cup, it's not helps me, and I'm pointing the knife, it's not helps me, but I randomly going from one pose to another, and after all I said that pose in strange thing, it helps me, because it pose is related to the thought. It became that theory of Georgy Gurdjieff became the man like machine, because the man becomes very denotes by the pose, by the special events around him, and the man becomes very undescribable, deepest self becomes very describable suddenly. It very ashamed us and we refuses that theory, but it is true maybe. It is true maybe. But now I want to talk about, not about Georgy Gurdjieff, but about the energy. First of all, I was finishing in my last lecture that the normal way of flowing our energy, as you can see in many lectures of Eastern Guru, and as you can read in many books, the normal flowing of our energy and from Muladhara, specifically from Hara chakra, to Sahasrara chakra. So the energy goes up, transforming from each level, from each, maybe from specifically in each kind of energy, the rough kind, strong, rough kind of energy, to very neat, very subtle kind of energy that flowing through our neck to our mind. It's very subtle. That is why we are not thinking clearly, and our imagining of God, our religion understandings is very weak, because the energy not becomes to the Sahasrara chakra. That is the official point, the common sense, which describe it in very many books. But claim it is all wrong. Specifically, it was wrong by purpose. The humankind was needed to be confused. That is why the truth was hidden from us, and the truth is otherwise that claims all gurus. What truth is? I claim that energy flowing just the opposite. It flowing from the top to the bottom and filling our body with God's blessing. It's not only the word. It's really the blessing of expanse energy, of universal energy, of God's energy. Why I claim the energy flowing like that? Because there are many describing in Egyptian pyramids, in Egyptian texts, and Egyptian walls, in Egyptian carvings, which pictures the like rays which flowing and becoming to us and flowing from the sun, from God of the sun, and that rays becomes us life. We may have seen it in related in carvings related to Ramses, in carvings especially related to Akhenaton, who, as we well known, was a very strange kind of type of pharaoh, which claims there is only one God in Egyptian reality. The thought that energy flowing from the top, it is very simple way to understand what we are. We are very small parts of the universe, and in other looking in other point of view, we are a very interesting part in the universe. We are a very simple part because we are in the lowest position. We are existing in the physical bodies, in physical world, and the energy which is existing all around in the universe in different and many kinds and many quantities of levels, and that this energy is flowing and flowing around, and flowing and goes up and goes down, and there is a lot of energy in the universe, a lot of energy. You can see it just looking in the night sky, not without a telescope. It's obvious that the energy, the universe is full of energy, and we are a very interesting part of that game because we are transforming that energy. We are transforming that energy. Why? I don't know. We are destined to be the machines which transforming that energy, not from high kind of energy to low kind of energy, to becoming to giving life theirs who is lower than us, because we are a lowest position, near more lower than us, only a grass, but we are transforming energy from one kind of energy to another. For example, we are transforming the energy from emotion to thoughts, from thoughts to images, to ideas. It is a different kind of energy, and we are transforming that in our entire life very easily. It's our purpose to create ideas in the center of ideas, and be heading by these ideas to get our movings, to get our decisions, to get our steps, and to be headed by that ideas. In the center of ideas, we experience a world in that rectangular shape in the second screen, and accept a feeling of the world, and comparing the feeling of the world in our emotion as our emotion, comparing with the remembered signals, remembered in past signals in our neural net, and comparing it with the ideas in our center of ideas, we creating a thoughts as a difference, as a result of that comparing. That is how our psycho works. And I claim that energy flowing not as Hermes Trismegistus had said, that the energy flowing from the lowest position to the highest position through every chakra, and the Kadutse denotes that kind of strange way of our energy. It's very hard to imagine, because the Hermes Trismegistus had said as in high, so below. It's the first principle. And when in high the things lies below, why energy needs to flow up. I will describe you, I will explain you why that strange way of thought was flooding to our mind. If energy goes up and then we are a special ones, we producing that energy and we are very special and very precious things, and we are needed to be exploring by highest minds, and our energy, this is becoming, must be collected as a result of our activities, and that energy must be collected. We are destined to be that kind of electrical power plants. That is why our that thought, that strange theory are occupying our minds, because we are afraid, we are claim that we are a very special ones. It's our ego said, and we are afraid that we are exploring, we are to be explored by someone which mind is more than us. Let's moving from the thing that energy goes up to the thing that energy goes down from the God, and becoming to maybe one interesting and lonely truthful thought, that energy goes up and energy goes down, and energy flows from our body, and in the point of our chakras they flooding outside us, and the energy from the level of our chakra flooding through our chakras and flooding down us, and maybe being captured by the energy flowing goes up. Energy from outside us is catching by that energy which goes up us and becoming our highest levels. And in case we so what is the smartest way to do us in that strange position? If we can understand any layer of reality, for example, we need to understand the emotion kind of reality. Then we like producing, we are try to produce our energy from Hara chakra and became flowing energy up. Why? And doing that, we must open the Manipura chakra, the emotion chakra, or maybe Anahata chakra. The chakra is open, and if we are if we are situated in kind of amazing obstacles, amazing environment, which are emitted with energy, then energy from outside us is flooding from the open chakra inside us, and being catched with our self energy, which goes from the down up. It is destined, it is reached our levels position, and we can understand, we can realize what our emotion is. And maybe otherwise we need to not to understand what our emotion is, emotion are. Maybe we can use that flooding energy. Then we accepting our energy from the God, from the Sakraskara, and manage to flows our energy down, and being captured by the downing energy, being captured the energy from outside us, getting low, and what happens then? I don't know. Maybe it energy filling us and we are getting stronger. I don't know. And so the otherwise, when we are situated in a kind of strange empty space, which is not filling with energy, and why does we are sitting there? I don't know. But in that case, we are emptied with the energy, and we are losing the energy, because our energy is flooding, goes up or goes down, is flooding through the open chakras outside, and we are losing the energy. That is why I have explained, described you in that lecture. Maybe it will be useful to you, I don't know, but for me it's very interesting. Thank you.